Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm here today and I'm going to make some homemade deer chili. Can't wait, it's so good. It's finally starting to get cooler outside and feel like fall. We've still been in the high 70s, low 80s. Yeah, still pretty warm here. Last night it was down in the 40s, there was a breeze and it felt like fall. It felt so good. Today got up to about 64, I think, and beautiful sunshine outside. And it just feels crisp and cool and we're loving it. So you know what? It's a perfect day for homemade chili. So what I'm doing, I have my deer meat in the skillet browning. And you can absolutely can use ground beef if you want to. That's completely up to you. But I've got it browning on the stove. I'm going to add my whole diced onion once it starts browning real good. So let's get started. All right, so my deer meat is pretty much browned, or almost brown. I'm going to go ahead and add my diced onion. And I like my onion diced a little bigger for my chili, just because I like to see the onion. Sometimes you know how when you dice it real fine, it kind of cooks away a little bit. So I like to see chunks of onion in my chili. And I'm also going to go ahead and season it at this point. And then later on, after I add all the other goodness, I can check the flavorings then and see if it needs anything else. So right now to my deer meat and onion mixture, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of salt for now. And the only reason I'm going to add a teaspoon is because the chili powder has a little bit of salt in it and some of the other seasonings that I'm going to add. To this mixture, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of cumin, ground cumin. Now, this stuff is pretty potent, so I wouldn't add a whole lot unless you just really like that flavor. We like the flavor, we just don't want a whole lot of it. So this is about a teaspoon. And I'm adding these seasonings now to the ground deer meat because I like for it to cook in really good, and then we'll add everything to the pot and add our beans and tomatoes and all that good stuff. So to this, I'm also going to add, I'm going to start out with 2 tablespoons. We like a lot of chili powder, but I'll be able to tell more once I get everything else added. So we'll start with 2 tablespoons of chili, any type of chili powder you like. We are actually like McCormick's. And I'm also, for a little bit of flavor, but for color as well, I'm going to add a teaspoon of smoked paprika. This stuff is so good. It just kind of adds a deeper, richer color to it. All right. So I'm going to get this mixed up. It already smells good. I love the smell of cumin cooking. Oh. But getting this all mixed up, it allows the onions to cook a little bit in the ground beef and just allows all the seasonings to kind of marry together. And, you know, if you've ever cooked with deer meat before, you notice there's not any fat in it whatsoever. There's none to drain. Sometimes, depending on what I cook, I might add a little bit of canola oil or some olive oil just to kind of give it a little bit of fat. But with this chili, I don't want it to have it in it. Some people will add ground meat or turkey or sausage to their deer meat to give it that little bit of fat. When we cook with deer meat, it's straight deer meat. It's literally just straight deer meat. All right, look how dark that looks. So pretty. And I might need to add some more seasonings once we get everything in the pot. But I'm going to let this come together and cook for a little while, and then we'll start adding everything else to it. All right, so my deer meat is done cooking. So what I'm going to do is add it to my pot. Oops, look at that color. It's that dark, rich, deep color. So I'm going to add that to my pot. It smells so good in here. I wish you could smell this. And I have cooked this chili many times with ground meat. Just regular hamburger meat. You can use ground turkey if you'd like. So to this, I have rinsed and drained some black beans. I'm going to add that. I have, this is a 15.5 ounce can of dark red kidney beans. Sometimes I use light red kidney beans, sometimes I use both. Today I'm just using the dark red. Wade loves the dark red. And I'm also going to add, this is a 27-ounce can of Bush's chili beans. This is our favorite. And this is the mild one. I think you can get the hot as well. We love hot stuff, but as we've gotten older, we can't handle it as well as what we used to. So I'll stick to the mild on that. But I am going to add a can of hot Rotel. This will give it some heat. I'm not going to drain the juices or anything. I'm going to leave the juices in there. And I like chunks of tomatoes in my chili. Wade, not so much. So I kind of compromise. And I'll do petite diced tomatoes. Now, he might not be crazy about that either, but hopefully it'll still be good enough where he's not going to mind. So I'm going to add a whole can of that. I'm not going to drain it. So I'm going to stir this up and just see what it looks like. See it, kind of taste it, and see if I need to add more seasonings. And it smells so good. I'm not going to add any water at this point, simply because the tomatoes will cook down and develop more juices. So I'm going to let it cook for a while, actually, before I add any water. I may or may not need to. But I'm going to stir this up. I'm probably going to have to add some more chili powder. I can already tell. We like a lot of chili powder in our chili. It already looks so good. So I'm just going to kind of give it a little taste test and see what it might need at this point. Wow. It is already so delicious. I'm going to leave it as is right now and let it cook. See how much juices develop. Probably not. We kind of like a thick chili. Not real thick, but not real soupy either. I'm going to let this cook. And then we'll check and see what it tastes like in just a little bit. All right, y'all. The chili is done. I wish you could smell my house. It smells so cozy. I don't know about y'all, but I just love cooking, especially I love cooking any time of the year. But in the fall and winter time, and you're just cooking and the aroma just swafts, I guess is the word, through the house. And it's just so cozy, especially when it's cold outside or even cool and you cook homemade chili or soups. I just love it. I love it. It's what I do. But anyway, the chili's done. I'm going to taste it. It's still piping hot. I added some shredded cheese. It's probably already melted by now, and some crackers. So here we go. I'm going to blow on it a little bit because I know it's still pretty hot. Y'all, I really wish you could taste this. You've got to make this. You don't have to use deer meat. If you're not a deer meat lover, you can use ground beef, of course. It'll taste just as good. I didn't have to add any juices. The juices from the tomatoes, the canned tomatoes, produce plenty of juice. So it's juicy, but it's still thick as well. It's not real runny. Sometimes Wade likes to eat it as a dip. But it's so good, so flavorful. Let me know if y'all have a deer chili recipe. Let me know how you make it. I would love to know how other people make theirs. I like trying different things. And if you make it any other way and you have your favorite chili recipe, leave me a comment and let me know. Thank you so much for watching my channel. If you will, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help my channel. I'm working to build my channel up, post more videos for everybody to watch. I hope you're enjoying my videos. If you have any suggestions for me on what I can cook or do to make it more interesting for you, or I do have to add, though, I will be posting some Thanksgiving recipes coming up soon. So I'm pondering on that to see what I do want to post. There are some things that I make in advance, so it just kind of helps save a little bit of time on the day before Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving Day. But that's coming soon, so make sure you watch my channel so you can see those videos. If you want to, you can actually hit the notification bell, and that will let you know when I've posted a new video. Just subscribe. Let me know if you make this chili, how you like it, and if you did anything different to it. Again, thank you so much for watching my channel. I appreciate your support. Y'all have a great evening. Take care. Bye-bye.